So, hello students, welcome to Techie Academics. Okay, what is this Techie Academics? Techie Academics is an app only introduced for your academic syllabus. We have so many apps in Play Stores. All the apps are offering up to inter. Okay, no app is there for degree syllabus. We are newly introduced this Techie Academic apps only for academic syllabus. Okay, if you follow this Techie Academics app, you will get more than 90% marks in your semester system, in your examinations. Okay, just see the thing how this Techie Academics will work. So in this Techie Academics app, you will find science subjects. Means what we have in science subjects? Mainly mathematics, computer science, and chemical science, means chemistry, and one more thing, physical science, physics. Okay, so we are mainly focusing on these science subjects, that is mathematics and computer science and chemistry and physical science. Okay, see why we are choosing this degree syllabus to introduce in our app means we have many platforms to learn up to inter, IIT, JAM, like that, but we don't have this degree syllabus. Based on degree syllabus, no one is offering any apps. Okay, so we are, for only your sake, we are introduced this Techie Academics apps. Okay, see, myself K. Pawan Kumar, mathematics lecturer. Today just I want to explain how this semester system in degree level. Up to inter we have only year wise exams. Coming to the degree, you will be having semester systems, right? So all you know, in degree, divided degree academic into 3 years, right? First year, second year and final year, right? In first year we have 2 semesters. For every 6 months you will be having 1 semester. So sem 1 and sem 2, right? Here in second year also you have 2 sem, that is sem 3, sem 4. So coming to the final year, here also we have 2 semesters, right? Okay, this second year and final year students knows how the semester system, how the exam pattern, how they have to prepare, they know. Why? Because they are familiar in first year already. But coming to the degree first year, they don't know how this semester system. Why? Because up to inter they have only year wise syllabus, right? See, in first year we have 2 semesters. In these 2 semesters you will be having maths, physics, chemistry or computer science and 2 optionals. Here also same, maths, physics, computer science. So in second year also same like this pattern, but coming to the final year you will be having 2 maths papers, like inter M1, M2, and 2 physical science papers and 2 chemistry papers, computers papers, like that. Divided this total degree into like this parts. If you observe this total parts, you will be finding total 8 maths papers. See, 2 to 4, 6, 7 and 8 maths papers. Okay, 8 papers. Total in 3 years degree, you will find total 8 papers of mathematics, right? So in that, in first year, first sem, mathematics topic is differential and integral calculus, and here differential equations, and here real analysis, here algebra, like that we have still 4 papers. Okay, now just I want to explain in first sem mathematics topics. How the mathematics topics, what topics are important to score good marks in your academics. Okay, okay, see, again each semester in each paper they divided into some units. Okay, sem 1, in sem 1 mathematics he divided this into 4 units again. So unit 1 and unit 2 and third unit and fourth unit. Unit 4. Okay, So each and every subject they divided into again some units. If you know, in these units the mainly major topics you can get good score in your academics. So I wrote here math and here 4 units. What is the name of this subject? The name of this subject is differential and integral calculus. So differential and integral calculus. Integral calculus. This is what? Paper 1, Sem 1, mathematics. Okay. So our paper 1 in Sem 1 mathematics paper name is what? Differential and integral calculus. In this differential integral calculus you have 4 units. In that 4 units we have again some subtopics. So what topics are important to get a good score in your academics means, now I will say just you need to know 8 to 10 topics. If you know 8 to 10 topics perfectly, then you will get more than 80% marks in your academics. Surely I am saying, if you know 8 to 10 topics, definitely you will get 80 to 90% marks in your academics. Okay, what are the topics? So paper 1, Sem 1. I am not writing like unit wise. See, I am writing like unit wise only, but I am not mentioning here unit 1, unit 2. Just see, in first topic, partial differentiation. Okay, basic problems on partial differentiation. And second topic is Euler's theorem. Euler's theorem. Okay, these two topics belongs to first unit. Okay, if you know these two topics perfectly, from this you will get one long question, from this you will get one long question. So you can attempt both questions or in any one question, right? So coming to the second unit, here you will get 3 topics, major topics 3, and maxima and minima. Already you have maxima and minima concept in inter level, that is only for single variable. So here maxima and minima for 2 variables. If in a function 2 variables are there, how to find maximum and minimum value of a given function? How to find that? We have a method, that is maximum and minimum for 2 variables. Okay, fourth topic, same maxima and minima of 2 variables only, of 2 variable function, but here we have a special method to find maxima and minima, that is Lagrange's multipliers. See here, if you observe here in the second unit we have 2 methods, that is we have 3 methods, one more method I will write now. So mainly first of all we have 2 methods, that is finding maximum and minimum for a functions of 2 variables. So here finding maximum and minimum of a functions of 2 variables in general method and as well as by using Lagrange's multipliers. This is very important method to find maximum and minimum of a given function if it is in 2 variables, right? Then fifth method and fifth topic, Taylor series expansion in two variables. Okay, Taylor series expansion in 2 variables. So you know already this Taylor series expansion word, but this Taylor series expansion in 1 variable concept you will be having in intermediate second year, but here we have Taylor series expansion method in 2 variables. Okay, these 3 topics are from second unit. Okay, these 3 topics are from second unit. This is the first unit. In first unit mainly we have 2 topics. One is basic problems on partial differentiation and then Euler's theorem. coming to the second unit, in second unit we have maxima and minima, finding maximum and minimum value of a given function if it is in two variable, and same finding maximum and minimum value of a functions of two variables by using Lagrange's multiplier. This is the second method. And one more, we have Taylor series expansion in two variables. Okay, so in these three topics, definitely in any two topics you will get the long questions, and you can attempt short questions also. If you know these three topics perfectly, you can attempt short questions also. Now coming to the third unit. So in third unit, you should know finding evaluates, and one more topic, finding envelope, so evaluates of a curve and envelope of a curve. So in third unit we have only two major topics, but if you want to find evaluate or envelope of a given curve, you should know some basic concepts. That basic concepts is important for short answer time. What are the concepts means? Finding center of curvature. First, finding curvature of a curve. One more topic, finding radius of curvature. And then center of curvature. Finding center of a curvature. Okay, if without knowing this curvature, finding curvature and the radius of curvature and center of curvature, you can't find these two topics. Means if you want to find evaluates or envelope of a given curve, you should know definitely these three topics, right? So based on these three topics, you will get a short answer question. Means if you learn perfectly finding evaluate of a curve or finding envelope of a curve, these three topics will be covered in these two topics. Okay, one more topic is there in this third unit, that is finding radius of curvature by using Newtonian method. Okay, this is special topic, Newtonian method to find radius of curvature. So Newtonian method to find radius of curvature. Okay, so these topics are important from third unit. So these are important from unit 3. Okay, so if you see in first unit, just you have only two major topics, that is basic problems and partial differentiation and Euler's theorem, problems on Euler's theorem. Here theorem also important. You should know theorem proof as well as problems on Euler's theorem. So coming to the second unit, here we have three topics, one maxima and minima of functions of two variables, and the maxima and minima of functions of two variables using Lagrange's multipliers, that is using Lagrange's multipliers, and then Taylor series expansion in two variables. For coming to the third unit, in third unit we have only major two topics. If you know these two topics, this remaining three topics will be covered in these two only. But first of all, you should know what is center of curvature and what is the radius of curvature, how to find curvature of a curve. If you know these three topics, then you can attempt these two questions very easily. So one more special topic, that is Newtonian method to find radius of curvature. So what is the difference between radius of curvature and the Newtonian method to find radius of curvature? Means here you will be having direct formula to find radius of a curvature. Here you will be having a special method to find radius of curvature, that is Newtonian method. Okay, based on this method you have only 3 to 4 problems. if you see that problems, you can understand how to find radius of curvature by using Newtonian method. So coming to the fourth unit, according to my opinion, from fourth unit, just learn one single topic, that is length of an arc of a curve. Finding length of an arc of a curve. Okay, in this we have still 3-4 topics. Just for choice, I am writing here. See, finding surface area of a curve, finding surface area, and then finding volume of a curve, finding volume. So except these two, learn these remaining topics, definitely will get 80 to 90% of marks in your semester exam, first sem exam. So one more time listen. How many questions you will be attend if you know these all topics? See, just one brief explanation. Listen again. If you know these two topics, here you can attend one long question. Based on this partial differentiation basic problems, you will get small question. Means if you know from first unit these two topics, then here you can attempt one long question definitely and one short question. Okay, so in this two topics you will get two long questions. So just I am giving clarity. You can attempt definitely one long question, right? So from second unit, definitely you can attempt two long questions and one short question. If you know these three topics, at least these three topics, no need of by adding total all the topics. If you know these only three topics, definitely you can attempt two long questions and one short question. Okay, coming to the third unit, here definitely you can attend two long questions and two short questions. Okay, two long questions, two short questions. If you know this topic here, you will attend one short question. Okay, but see, if you observe here, 1, 2, 3 to 5, total 5 long questions are there. If you know this all topics, you will get 5 long questions. In that 5, just you will write in your exam only 3 long questions. Okay, still we have 2 choices if you know these topics. Okay, my opinion is what? Don't by heart the problems, just learn the method how to do problem. For example, Euler's theorem, right? Euler's theorem, how to apply Euler's theorem to the given function, that's enough. Method to find, method to solve a given problem, how to find, what are the steps involved in the method, that is important, not problem. Same problem will not come in the examination. If you know finding maximum and minimum process, means how to find partial derivative, how to find R, S and T values, what is the conditions involved in the maximum and minimum concept. If you know that concept, whatever is given in the exam, you can attempt that question definitely. Why? Because if you know the process, if you know the steps, you can attempt any type of question based on this concept, right? For example, finding evolutes of a parabola is given in an exam. Finding evolutes of a parabola, y square is equal to 4ax. So this is our textbook question, right? This is our textbook question. Okay, if you know this problem, if it will come in the examination, then only you can attend. If you know this problem, if you by heart this problem. For example, if you given in the exam finding evolute of a curve y square is equal to, for example, 4zx, for example given in place of a z, you will be confused, definitely will be confused. Why? Because here a is there, here z is there, so you will be confused. For example, if you given finding evolute of a given parabola x square is equal to 4ay, this reverse is given, for example. Okay, like this is given, this also parabola equation only, like this if you given. So if you by heart this problem, then you will attempt only this problem. If you know the method how to find availability of a curve, if you given like this problem, like this or any other way, if you given, you can attempt and you can write, you will get the full marks definitely. So my opinion is just know the process, how to do, how to attempt and how to solve the problem by knowing this method, right? Okay, so this is introduction about sem 1 mathematics and main major topics to score good marks in your semester examination. Okay, thank you.